In this segment for Club Apple, I'm going to dive into Apple Pay and what kind of places are taking it now a good year or so after its official launch last year with the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus. And if you recall, I probably did a episode segment on Apple Pay back then, but I've been reinvigorated to use it more and more in my daily shopping, my grocery stores and places I go to spend money every week because of the Apple Watch. Apple Pay is great on the phone, but when I tried on the Apple Watch, it was just even more immediate, fast, and less of a hassle and more of a reason to use it than on the phone. I use a phone that is a wallet as well, so I'm already there with having my card handy when I have my phone handy. But with the watch, it was pretty amazing. The couple times I've used it so far, you just double tap on the friend button and hold your hand next to the terminal and you've paid. And it goes through insanely fast. There is no fingerprint authentication time. That does take a little bit of time on the phones. So the even easier ease of use on the Apple Watch has me wanting to just use this everywhere I go and not shop at places regularly that don't take it. I will, of course, go to the places, but I like to support those businesses that do support Apple Pay. So what's this look like now in 2015? And I'm up in New Hampshire for reference point. And I've got 4 cards that are accepted in the Apple Pay. I've got 2 Chase debit cards. I've got a Capital One credit card. And my main card was Simple, the Simple Bank. That's an online-only bank. That's a debit card. And that's the main card I use, and all 4 of those are in my Apple wallet. And pretty soon it sounds like we'll be getting royalty card support like My Panera, the Walgreens card, where it'll automatically add that into the system when you pay with no extra time, which will be even cooler. So hopefully that actually comes out. That was supposed to come out with iOS 9, I thought, but it's still a coming soon feature. So we'll see how that all turns out. But for now, let me dig into groceries. The first thing that I wanted to find was a grocery store around here that took Apple Pay. I recently moved from a mom and pop store, a grocery store that took Apple Pay, to a different location in New Hampshire that I thought didn't have anything around me, but I was very wrong. The big one is Shaw's. I've always looked down on Shaw's for whatever reason, but they take Apple Pay. They're insanely close to where I live. I went there today for the first time, and huge store, lots of selection, and looks like it'll be my main go-to grocery store from now on. And it was really cool to see every aisle in that store had now accepting Apple Pay in big signage, and it was very clear that they took it. It wasn't like with other places where they take it, but kind of incognito and not really sure they do take it. So that is the big one that I'll be using quite a bit at is Shaw's. There's also some smaller grocery stores like Harvest Market, the Fresh Market, kind of local chains here, but also Trader Joe's and Whole Foods. There's stores of those nearby to where I'm at. So grocery stores, I am really covered. There's a store called Hannaford's in New Hampshire that assures me they're working on it, and I'm eager to see if they take it. But for now, I've switched over to Shaw's as my main grocery store. The one thing I was curious about is gas stations. A lot of gas stations take it inside, so like Cumberland Farms, Circle K. Those are 2 examples of gas stations near me that take it inside. But at the pump, that's really not a thing yet, which is kind of sad. Chevron, I believe, in Texaco, do have at the pump Apple Pay support, but there are no gas stations around here from those companies. So I know initially Cumberland Farms was experimenting with using their Smart Pay app to do in-app Apple Pay at the pump, but that is not yet rolled out. And so right now, that's kind of a missed thing for now. Hopefully that changes, but for now I am using an iPhone app to actually pay with Cumberland Farms to save 10 cents at the pump every time. Um, as far as some exciting new things, Best Buy is finally taking Apple Pay, and some other kind of common places I'll go to. Toys R Us for getting Nintendo Amiibos. Uh, Walgreens and Rite Aid finally is taking Apple Pay, and there's probably about 4 or 5 Rite Aids within a couple miles of me. It's a big Rite Aid town where I live, and that was huge once they enabled those terminals to accept that. So I'm very excited that that is available. Restaurant-wise, fast food, Subway, McDonald's, and Panera Bread are all places that I will be frequenting because they are near me and they all take it. And then I found a couple pizza shops near me. The MasterCard Nearby app has been a really great tool to kind of discover some places that take this, because it'll just pull up all the NFC places near you. And I found a good 3 or 4 lunch restaurants near my work that take it that I had no idea were accepting it. It's kind of a lot of the places you go to may not even know they accept it. When I got my tire replaced, they had no idea how to use it, and it just worked, which is the cool thing about Apple Pay and other NFC payment systems out there. So, and then BJ's, the wholesale place, takes it as well. So those are kind of the places near me that take it. There's also, and the places that I actually go to. So a fair amount. I can get my groceries done with Apple Pay. Get food at restaurants and things like that. I wish the support was more widespread at restaurants and not just the big fast food places. I really want Chipotle to take it one day. But the other thing is Coca-Cola vending machines. I've noticed those are actually working now. They didn't initially, but those are definitely working. I've used that many times. And GameStop, I guess, takes it as well, which when I go to GameStop, I'll do that. But I'm really happy Best Buy takes it, because that's kind of my go-to place for video games with their Gamer Club Unlocked. And then I guess Office Depot and Office Max take it, which is cool. If you have pets, Petco has support of it now. And it is getting more and more universal, which is a good thing. Dunkin' Donuts is coming soon, which is huge up in here in New Hampshire. So once that rolls out, that'll be very, very exciting. So the kind of state of the Apple Pay is it's available, but still not everywhere. And I hope this mandate for enhanced security with chip in sign helps make that even faster of a rollout. And I really do wonder if Walmart will ever take NFC payments, or if they're just going to block it forever. So we'll evaluate it next year and see if it's gone any farther. But I got to say, Apple Pay on the Apple Watch, I heard the podcasts when the Apple Watch came out saying, oh, it's so much better on the watch. And I didn't believe them, but when I started using it myself, it was readily apparent how awesome and how much fun and how fast is the key thing that Apple Pay on the Apple Watch is. There's really no user error that happens like I did on the phone. On the phone, I would accidentally click on the home button sometimes and cancel out of the Apple Pay area. The fingerprint wouldn't read, or something would happen, and it would not always be as fast and efficient as it should have been. With the watch, it's user-proof. It's fantastic. So I'm really excited for the future of not needing a wallet, and I'm really excited to see the integration of the rewards cards, and hopefully that all happens by the next year update. We'll see. It seems that this stuff can kind of roll out slowly, so hopefully that's not the case. So let's move on from this to the next segment. Thanks for tuning in to this part of Club Apple.